Hello, all, and welcome to All Red. I have lost my voice, and I wish I could say it was because I was cheering so loudly and passionately for Liverpool over the weekend, but that's not the case because Liverpool are in a full on free fall. And I brought a little friend in to just illustrate that a little bit here. And I figured I'd just, start off with a little bit of a song. I think you know where I'm going. Yeah. And I'm free, free falling. Wish we weren't. Liverpool are free, free falling. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Glad we got that out of our system. Probably sounds like I'm crying, but really, I did. I did actually lose my voice over the weekend, and Liverpool have lost their heart. But I don't really want to dwell on that, and I don't even really want to dwell on the 2-2 draw at West Ham because it's just kind of meaningless at this point. Liverpool's Premier League season, like it was last week, is all but over. We're going to be in Champions League football next year, which is well done, boys. Well done to the boys. And it's just sad. It's sad to see the team and Klopp. Everybody's out of sorts. Everybody's frustrated, and we saw that yesterday, maybe for the first time with the whole Salah and Klopp thing. And it's not a big deal. I saw it and I was like, well, whatever. Like, yeah, that happens. It happens when teams are in poor runs of form. And this is maybe the worst run of form we've ever seen for this team and under Klopp. So I don't care about that. Whatever. It's over. Um, Here's the thing. This might be a hot take and you might disagree with me. But I think the fact that Klopp is leaving at the end of the season probably softens the blow of the finish we're having right now. Because if he wasn't leaving, if he was staying, we would say, okay, Klopp needs to make some big changes next year, whether that's player personnel or the way that he structures his team, the way that he sets up. Can he be a little bit more flexible based on who we're playing? Something needs to change. Klopp needs to try something different next season. But we already know that it's going to be so much different because Klopp is out. And I'm not saying I want Klopp to leave. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not glad that Klopp is leaving. I would keep him in a heartbeat. If tomorrow he was like, I'm back, I'm ready to go, I would say, all right, Arne Slot, sorry, but we actually don't need you anymore. We all know that's not the case. It's never going to happen. But I think it is a fact at this point in time, and it will be, that Klopp is leaving kind of softens the blow because Klopp got us back into the Champions League after a really poor season last season. And in a technically a rebuilding year because of our midfield overhaul and really our front three even. It felt like the front 2/3 of our team was in a rebuild year. The fact that he was able to do with this team what he has done this year, it's a positive thing. We have locked into Champions League for next season. Big win. We won a cup. We won a trophy. Okay, that's great. Sorry. It's just, I feel like the fact that we know that next year will be so much different, totally different, it kind of softens the blow for me. And that's okay. I think that's okay. Because I think there's a lot of optimism around Arne Slot. And, they're probably, before Klopp announced that he was leaving, I was like so jazzed, not just for this year, but for Klopp the next couple years, because of what he had built, because of the team that he had once again kind of rebuilt. It was Klopp, it was Liverpool 2.0. And I was super jazzed to see what Klopp could do with this new core of players. And now I'm also excited to see what Arne Slot can come in and do with this core and really this entire organization that Klopp has rebuilt. And let's not forget where we were as a club before Klopp came in. We were, we were fighting and scraping for Champions League football every year, and Klopp turned us into one of the best teams in all of Europe. So I'll leave it at that for just the Klopp thing and the Salah thing and whatever. Here's the difference between this season and almost every other season under Klopp, at least the good seasons. We had such a great start, right, to this year. Three-fourths of the season, 3/4 of the season was just almost immaculate. It was amazing. We had one loss, I think, up until that Arsenal game at the Emirates where we lost 3-1. It was like there was just magic in the team for the first 3/4 of the season. Even with the Tottenham refereeing abomination, it was just like, you can't touch us. We've got magic. Now, in previous years, even in some of our best seasons, not the greatest starts. We had rough starts. It was like, we're playing down to teams. And then it was like January, February hit, and it was just like, buckle up, because here we go. This is where we turn it on. And it was like us and City neck and neck. Neither team could lose. And this year it's flipped. It's totally flipped. We started so well, and now it's just garbage. It's trash. We can't get a result. And that's where it's hard. It's hard because you end the season on fire. You end the season on, an 8-10 game unbeaten streak. And it feels like, oh man, we have all the momentum going into next season. And then this year it's like we couldn't stop talking about like, oh, we've got one of the best teams all around, so much depth. Oh, look at all this young talent. And we're going to be set up so well for the future, which I still think we are. And then it just falls off a cliff. And now I feel like some of our senior players, some of our best players, maybe high-profile players, I'm like, are you coming back? Is Salah coming back? Does he already know that he's leaving? Virgil van Dijk, does he want to stay? I think so, now that we have a Dutch manager. Are some of those players just kind of done? Trent Alexander-Arnold, does he want to stay? I hope so. So that's where this season, it's like, okay, in context, if we can win out now, that's a very unlikely probability there. But if we do win out here, 84 points, probably finishing third. In context, that's a really good season considering what happened last year. But still hard to take because of where we were a month ago. 2 points clear at the top. And I know we could all say like, oh, it's the PGMOL. We should have 8 more points than what we have right now. Sure, probably should, yeah. And you get the sense that there's purpose in that from the PGMOL because of the consistency of the poor refereeing against Liverpool. And I know other teams have experienced that, but that's where it hurts. And it's just different this year. It's also, I think, a little sad because we all had such high hopes that Klopp would go out on the highest of highs. And the emotions a month or a month and a half ago we were all riding them. The players were riding him. Klopp was riding him. And then when we fell off that cliff, it was like nobody had any energy, any desire to climb back up and try to even just like, it's crazy to think like when the quad was off, when the FA Cup was out, it felt like, well, why even try? Why even try in the Europa League? Why even try to get the Premier League if we can't get the quad. And maybe that's a testament to how high Klopp had the boys running, how much hope there was that was a possibility. And then when it was gone, it was like, well, why even try? Why even try? Which is crazy to think, because winning the Premier League this year would have been absolutely amazing. But now it's gone. So I want to be clear here. This is a downer of a video, and I apologize for that. But we got to talk. We got to talk real. I'm not going to just say like, oh, everything's fine. Everything's fine. But I will say that I am really excited for the future of this club, because when you look at the back end of things, when you look at who we have running things now with Michael Edwards and the types of people he's bringing in, the staff that he's bringing in, from top to bottom, Liverpool Football Club are in an absolutely amazing position. Even looking at our financials, the way that Klopp, Edwards, FSG have been able to take this club out of massive debt. Don't forget that we were about to go into administration before FSG took over. And now, I think they bought the club for $300 million or something like that. And now we're worth over $1 billion, easy. And we're one of the most valuable clubs in the world. So don't forget all that context of where we've been in the last 10 years, because it really is amazing. And I think Liverpool have just kind of been building this rock solid organization. Never mind what goes on the pitch. Liverpool have built this well-oiled machine. And now with Michael Edwards and staff and Arne Slot, who can come in and only focus on tactics, players. I mean, there's so much to be thankful for at this point in time. And I said this last week, where we have so much to look forward to because of the way Klopp is leaving, because we're not sacking our manager, because of what he's built. Klopp has built this amazing team, amazing squad, so much talent, so much potential, and he's willingly stepping down to let the club flourish under another manager. So I think we're in an incredible position, and my hope for these last 3 games, is that we can go out on a high note, especially that last game. I want to see Klopp with a smile on his face at the end at Anfield, and I want to see a few fist bumps. So I'll leave it at that, and just excited. I really am. The results now until the end of the season, they don't really matter. Always want to see Liverpool win, and I hope we can pull out a couple results here. Maybe spoil it for Tottenham too. Let's go ahead and spoil their chances at a top 4 finish. That'd feel pretty fun. That'd be cool. That's something to play for there. So up the Reds and up my voice, hopefully returning soon, so that it doesn't sound like I'm so sad and crying all the time. But thanks for sticking with me through this one. Hopefully this is the last of the sad videos for a long time. Come on, boys. Up the Reds. Thanks for watching this all red clip. If you liked the video, click the like button and comment below. Let me know something about whatever it is you want to say. And of course, consider joining the All Red community by subscribing to this channel. It's fast, it's easy, it's free, and it's all red. And you're welcome to stay here and keep watching this video as long as you like. But I actually need to go. So thank you. I'll see you later.